Alfonso's here, the godfather of the game. Many years of wisdom, remember his name. Speakers on stage, they'll drop the keys. Unlock your power and seize the breeze.
So look here. So this looks serious, right?
Yeah, very serious.
But it's really not serious.
Oh.
Because this is the parging,
Okay.
right? So I'm more concerned of water going in, but all of this can be replaced. It's just parging, right? This is just parging. It's not structural of the building inside. What I'm looking for is has there water penetrated in the inside? So I'm trying to feel for wood that is mushy. I'm not concerned about this. I'm concerned about water inside. I'm not scared of anything old that's been maintained. Like Chateau Laurier, beautiful 114-year-old property. Everything in there's been maintained, right?
Yeah.
So like the age, it doesn't scare me. But have they been keeping up with the maintenance of the building? Because remember, there's the market value, and then there's the economical value. Economical value will be in the appraiser, and how many economic years are left in this building. And usually, when there's a lot of capital expenditures, it's going to get a lower economic value. So like economic years. So imagine you're trying to get a 40-year mortgage by CMHC, but your building only has an economically 20 years.
Then you have an issue there.
Yeah. You're not going to give you a 40-year mortgage when you're building only. So then the question is, how do we get it to 40 years? Well, you got to replace the roof, the boiler, blah, blah, blah. Then you know up front what are the capital expenditures.
Okay.
Sometimes, depending on the where you are in the negotiations, it's going to determine how deep we go in this inspection. It's like we're just going and walking in a property. We're not going to go in there and start like jumping in the attic and stuff. When you're just doing like an initial walkthrough. Yeah. Like I said, you're not going to solve all the world's problems. But at least you get an idea. Condition, maintenance. Just by the way, a property's being taken care of.
Yeah. Usually a hot water tank and a boiler, you're just looking at the age of the equipment, right? When it was installed, when it was serviced.
Yeah. Like if you see ongoing servicing, but also what's the age of the boiler? If it's like 20 years old, well, it's probably going to be replaced. Need to be replaced. Yeah. And there's a big difference between those smaller properties, because those smaller properties you kind of are waiting around for the market to appreciate, and you're banking on that appreciation. With this model, even if there's no appreciation, you still are paying down the mortgage, and you still have forced appreciation. So you can still impact the income and the expenses. So there's a big the difference is in multifamily investor creates the appreciation, right? So even if the market was flat, like it can be in Alberta, we've seen that in the past. It's gone flat. Yeah. You still can impact the value of the property because you can always increase income. Maybe not the rent, but what other income can you add to the property? How can you make it more efficient? How can you reduce the expenses? And then ultimately that impacts the value.
We are in Calgary. Yeah! And we are about to make history because for the very first time in Wealth Genius history, we are bringing the Expand Investor Conference right here to Calgary. And we're excited. November 6th, 7th, and 8th. Get your tickets right away because we're going to have over 60 different presenters, over 100 different vendors, over 1,000 different attendees, all at Expand Investor Conference right here in Calgary. There's never been a better time to get involved in real estate than right now. You got to come and learn how to optimize and maximize all the opportunities that are available right now. It's our 10th edition of this massive real estate investor conference, one of the biggest in Canada, and we're making history because we're bringing it to Calgary for the very first time. Get your tickets, be there or be square.
But the money's in the money. The money that we're all looking for, like the money we're all trying to find, is actually in the money.
So like you create a circular environment.
Yes.
You recycle money from here to there, and then you bring the money.
Yes. Yes.
By state.
So this model is created by Ray Kroc, right? Ray Kroc. Ray Kroc.
I remember.
So he was not the one that created McDonald's. He was the one that was selling milkshake machines to McDonald's. And at 52 years old, he was an old man. Well, not an old man because I'm almost 50, but he was like not wealthy by any means, just like middle class. And he's selling milkshake machines, and then he gets an order of 6 machines from one restaurant, McDonald's. And he never got a milkshake machine order of 6. And so he wanted to see for himself. And so he went and he saw the process, the system that can be reproduced and sold to the masses. He saw that whole system, and so he approached them to help them build out the franchise. Mm-hmm. But if you understand franchising, if you want your franchisees to be happy, what do they got to make? Money, right? So you can't take so much money from the franchisee. Well, how do you make money? You make money from all the businesses that support that one business, including the real estate. And so he bought the real estate. They have now a good business that can't go anywhere, mm-hmm. and they will always have to pay the rent. And so symbiotic businesses around one business will help you, take one little property of 24 units, and now you're making money over here, you're making money over here, you're making money over here. You're making money from all the things that are supporting that business.
Snow remover, I can
Yeah.
have my own snow remover.
Yeah, if you have enough, if you have a volume in one area, if you're concentrated, then you're in a position where you can be your own best customer. One question.
Yes.
What the hell is this? This is running away with your water bill.
You want me to sign a check for $3 million?
Before this, I was gonna buy this building.
No toilets. No toilets. Not one. Is there any toilets on this whole property? The 500K is not a problem. There's only one thing. There's significant capital expenditures. Do you guys have a capital expenditure plan somewhere?